Imagine this. You're the leading lady of a blockbuster film. The camera follows you as you wake up, as you take on challenges, as you fall, and as you rise again. Every moment of your life is unfolding like a grand story, and you are at the center of it. Now the real question is, are you playing the role of a heroine who loves herself unapologetically, or are you waiting for someone else to make you feel worthy? A woman of high standards doesn't just exist, she thrives. She doesn't wait for someone else to tell her she's beautiful, intelligent, or capable. She doesn't depend on the world's approval to feel like she matters. She walks into a room not seeking validation, but radiating self-assurance because she knows her worth. Loving yourself is not arrogance. It's not selfishness. It's the foundation of a fulfilled and powerful life. It means accepting yourself completely, the strengths, the flaws, the quirks, and the imperfections. It's about looking into the mirror and seeing not just your face, but your journey, your struggles, and your victories. Think of the most iconic heroines, whether in films or in real life. What makes them stand out? Is it just their beauty or charm? No, it's their confidence, their resilience, their ability to love themselves even when the world tries to break them. A woman who truly loves herself is unstoppable because she doesn't let rejection, failure, or society's opinions shake her. But here's the truth. Not every woman is born with this level of self-love. It's something you build, something you nurture over time. Maybe you've grown up hearing that you're not enough in some way. Maybe the world has tried to convince you that you need to look a certain way, act a certain way, or be a certain way to be worthy of love. But that's a lie. You don't need to fit into anyone's mold. You are already complete. Loving yourself means treating yourself with kindness. It means speaking to yourself the way you would to a dear friend. Too often, we are our own biggest critics. We judge ourselves harshly, we compare ourselves to others, and we focus on what we lack rather than what we have. But a woman of high standards doesn't do that. She knows that just as she wouldn't tear down a friend, she shouldn't tear down herself. She replaces self-doubt with self-belief. It also means prioritizing yourself. It's not about neglecting others. It's about knowing that your needs, your dreams, and your happiness matter just as much as anyone else's. It means setting boundaries and not allowing people to treat you less than you deserve. If someone doesn't respect you, if a situation drains your energy, if a relationship makes you feel small instead of celebrated, a woman of high standards walks away, not because she's cruel, but because she values herself too much to settle for less. Another key part of loving yourself is embracing growth. No one is perfect, and self-love doesn't mean ignoring your flaws. It means acknowledging them while also recognizing your strengths. It's about continuously evolving, learning, and striving to be the best version of yourself, not for others, but for you. The most confident women aren't the ones who never fail. They are the ones who fail, learn, and rise stronger each time. And then there's self-care. The way you nurture your body, mind, and soul. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling good. It's about listening to your needs, giving yourself. You inspire everyone around you to do the same. There is a moment in every person's life when they stand at a crossroads. One road is easy, comfortable, and familiar, but it doesn't fulfill them. The other road is challenging, uncertain, and requires patience, but it leads to something greater. A woman of high standards never chooses the easier path just because it's convenient. She refuses to settle for anything less than what she truly deserves, whether it's in love, career, friendships, or the way she is treated by the world. Settling for less doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small moments. It starts when you accept less than you deserve in a relationship because you think love means compromise, even when that compromise takes away your happiness. It happens when you stay in a job that drains you because the fear of change seems greater than the promise of something better. It happens when you allow people to disrespect your time, your effort, and your kindness because you don't want to cause conflict. But with each compromise, you lose a part of yourself. A woman of high standards understands that life is too precious to waste on anything that doesn't align with her true worth. In love, never settling means recognizing your own value before expecting someone else to. It means refusing to be in a relationship where you are not appreciated, respected, or truly loved. Too often, people stay in relationships because they fear being alone, believing that any love is better than no love at all. But a woman who knows her worth understands that loneliness is far better than being with someone who makes her feel alone. She would rather wait for the right person, someone who sees her, values her, and stands beside her as an equal, than accept a love that is half-hearted. She does not beg for attention, affection, or commitment. She inspires it through her presence and energy. In career and ambition, settling for less can mean staying in a position that doesn't challenge or fulfill you. Many people stay in jobs they dislike because they fear uncertainty or believe they are not capable of achieving more. But a woman of high standards does not let fear dictate her future. She understands that her time and talent are valuable, and she will not waste them in a place where she is not growing. She takes risks, pursues her dreams with relentless determination, and refuses to let anyone tell her that she is asking for too much. If a door does not open for her, she builds her own. If she is not given a seat at the table, she creates her own table. She does not wait for permission to succeed. She makes it happen. Friendships and social circles also play a significant role in shaping one's life. A woman of high standards does not surround herself with people who drain her energy, who bring negativity, or who do not support her aspirations. She knows that the people she spends time with influence her mindset in her future. She does not settle for friendships that are one-sided, where she gives and gives but receives nothing in return. Instead, she seeks out relationships that uplift her, challenge her, and bring out the best in her. She surrounds herself with individuals who inspire her, encourage her to grow, and celebrate her success instead of resenting it. Self-respect is at the heart of never settling. When a woman values herself, she does not allow anyone, whether it's a partner, an employer, a friend, or society, to define her worth for her. She knows her own mind, listens to her intuition, and stands firm in her beliefs. She is not afraid to walk away from situations that do not align with her values, even if it means facing temporary discomfort. She understands that short-term pain is far better than long-term regret. A woman who never settles looking for too much. If a door does not open for her, she builds her own. If she is not given a seat at the table, she creates her own table. She does not wait for permission to succeed. She makes it happen. Friendships and social circles also play a significant role in shaping one's life. A woman of high standards does not surround herself with people who drain her energy, who bring negativity, or who do not support her aspirations. She knows that the people she spends time with influence her mindset in her future. She does not settle for friendships that are one-sided, where she gives and gives but receives nothing in return. Instead, she seeks out relationships that uplift her, challenge her, and bring out the best in her. She surrounds herself with individuals who inspire her, encourage her to grow, and celebrate her success instead of resenting it. Self-respect is at the heart of never settling. When a woman values herself, she does not allow anyone, whether it's a partner, an employer, a friend, or society, to define her worth for her. She knows her own mind, listens to her intuition, and stands firm in her beliefs. She is not afraid to walk away from situations that do not align with her values, even if it means facing temporary discomfort. She understands that short-term pain is far better than long-term regret. A woman who never settles also understands the importance of patience. She knows that great things take time, and she is willing to wait for what she truly deserves rather than rush into something just because it is available. Whether it is love, career success, or personal growth, she trusts that if she keeps working on herself, the right opportunities and people will come into her life at the right time. She does not chase after things that are not meant for her. She attracts them by being the best version of herself. When a woman refuses to settle, she sets a standard, not just for herself, but for those around her. She shows others that it is possible to live a life of dignity, purpose, and fulfillment. She becomes an example of strength and self-worth, inspiring other women to demand more for themselves as well. The world respects a woman who respects herself, and that respect begins the moment she decides she will no longer accept anything that does not align with her value. The truth is, life gives you what you are willing to accept. If you accept less, that is what you will receive. But if you demand more, if you believe in your own worth and refuse to compromise, you will attract the best that life has to offer. Never settle for less in love, in career, in friendships, or in the way you allow yourself to be treated. You deserve a life that excites you, fulfills you, and brings you joy. The only thing standing between you and that life is the decision to never accept anything less. There is something undeniably captivating about a woman who moves through life with grace, yet stands her ground with unwavering power. She is the kind of woman who doesn't need to raise her voice to be heard, who doesn't need to fight every battle, but wins the ones that truly matter. She carries herself with elegance, confidence, and self-respect. Yet when the moment demands, she is unshakable, firm, and fearless. This balance between grace and power is what sets her apart, making her a force to be reckoned with. Grace is often misunderstood as weakness. Some believe that to be graceful means to be soft, submissive, or agreeable at all times. But in reality, grace is a quiet strength. It is the ability to handle difficult situations with composure, to respond with wisdom rather than impulse, and to maintain dignity even when faced with adversity. A graceful woman knows when to walk away, when to let go, and when to hold on. She does not waste energy on petty conflicts or unnecessary drama. She does not let her emotions control her actions, but she also does not suppress her feelings. She expresses herself with clarity and kindness, making people listen not out of fear, but out of respect. Power, on the other hand, is the ability to stand up for oneself, to demand what is right, and to refuse to be diminished by others. A powerful woman does not allow anyone to treat her unfairly. She speaks up when needed, even if her voice shakes. She does not hesitate to say no when something does not align with her values or well-being. Power is not about being loud or aggressive. It is about having the confidence to know your worth and the courage to protect it. The key to being a woman of high standards is knowing when to use grace and when to use power. Not every situation requires a fight, and not every situation can be solved with silence. A wise woman understands the difference. She does not react impulsively to criticism, insults, or negativity. Instead, she chooses her battles carefully. There are moments when walking away with grace is more powerful than responding with anger. There are also moments when standing up and speaking out is necessary, even if it makes others uncomfortable. In relationships, whether romantic or professional, grace allows a woman to build strong, meaningful connections. She listens with patience, communicates with kindness, and respects different perspectives. However, her power ensures that she is never taken for granted. She does not allow disrespect, dishonesty, or emotional manipulation. She sets boundaries and makes it clear that she expects the same level of respect and loyalty that she gives. A woman of grace and power does not need to prove herself to anyone. She does not compete with others because she understands that her greatest competition is herself. She focuses on personal growth, self-improvement, and becoming the best version of herself. She does not belittle others to feel superior, nor does she allow others to undermine her. She celebrates her achievements with humility and accepts her failures with resilience. One of the most inspiring qualities of such a woman is her ability to remain calm in chaos. While others panic, she thinks. While others react, she strategizes. She does not allow stress or external pressures to break her. Even when she is struggling, she carries herself with dignity, never allowing the world to see her crumble. This inner strength is what makes people look up to her, trust her, and admire her. In moments of injustice, her power shines through. She does not hesitate to stand up for herself or for others. She does not accept unfair treatment just because it is easier to remain silent. She challenges outdated norms, fights for what she believes in, and refuses to be silenced. She is fearless in her convictions but wise in her approach. She knows that true power is not about proving dominance, it is about inspiring change. A woman who walks with grace but stands with power is also deeply self-aware. She understands her emotions, strengths, and weaknesses. She does not allow insecurities to dictate her choices, validation from others. Her confidence comes from within, not from the approval of society. She embraces her uniqueness, knowing that she does not have to fit into anyone's expectations to be worthy. She also knows the importance of self-care. She does not pour from an empty cup. She takes care of her mind, body, and soul, ensuring that she remains strong and healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally. She understands that grace and power require energy, and she prioritizes her well-being so that she can continue to move through life with balance and confidence. In a world that often tells women to choose between being kind and being strong, between being liked and being respected, a woman of high standards refuses to choose. She embraces both. She is both soft and strong, gentle and fierce, understanding and unbreakable. She is a reminder that true strength does not come from aggression, but from self-respect, wisdom, and the ability to navigate life with both kindness and courage. When a woman walks with grace but stands with power, she commands respect without demanding it. She influences others not by force, but by example. She does not seek to dominate, but she refuses to be dominated. She creates a space where she is valued, where her voice matters, and where she can thrive without compromising her dignity. At the heart of it all, grace and power are not opposites. They are two sides of the same coin. Together, they create a woman who is unshakable in her self-worth, unstoppable in her ambitions, and unforgettable in her presence. And that, above all else, is what it truly means to be a woman of high standards. Fear is a powerful emotion. It has the ability to paralyze, to make us second guess ourselves, and to convince us that we are not good enough to chase the dreams we hold in our hearts. But fear is also an illusion, a barrier that exists only in the mind. The truth is, every great achievement, every incredible success story, and every extraordinary life begins with one simple decision: to dream bigger than fear. A woman of high standards understands that fear will always exist, but she refuses to let it define her. Instead, she chooses to let her dreams be bigger, stronger, and more powerful than any doubt or hesitation. The greatest mistake people make is waiting for fear to disappear before they take action. They think they need to feel completely confident before they chase their dreams. But confidence doesn't come first, action does. A woman who truly wants something goes after it despite the fear, despite the uncertainty, despite the voice in her head that tells her she might fail. She understands that fear is simply a sign that she is stepping outside her comfort zone, and that is exactly where growth happens. Dreaming big means allowing yourself to believe in possibilities beyond what you can currently see. It means refusing to settle for a life that is smaller than the one you are capable of living. Too often, women are conditioned to play it safe, to be realistic, to not ask for too much. But a woman of high standards refuses to limit herself based on the expectations of others. She knows that if she can imagine something, she can work toward making it a reality. One of the biggest challenges in keeping your dreams bigger than your fears is overcoming self-doubt. Every ambitious woman has moments where she questions whether she is good enough, smart enough, talented enough. But the difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful women acknowledge their fears, but don't let them stop them. They push through the doubt, they take risks, they trust themselves even when they are uncertain. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, it is part of the journey. Failure is often what holds people back from pursuing their dreams. The fear of making mistakes, looking foolish, or falling short can be overwhelming. But a woman of high standards does not see failure as the end. She sees it as a lesson, as feedback, as proof that she is trying. Every failure brings her closer to success because she learns, she adapts, and she grows stronger. She does not let the fear of failure keep her from trying because she knows that the real failure would be never trying at all. Another important aspect of dreaming bigger than fear is surrounding yourself with the right people. The world is full of doubters, people who will tell you that your dreams are unrealistic, that you should be more practical, that success is only for a lucky few. But a woman who truly believes in herself does not let the negativity of others dictate her future. She chooses to surround herself with people who uplift her, who challenge her, who push her to be better. She seeks out mentors, reads inspiring stories, and fills her mind with positivity because she knows that the environment she creates for herself will determine how far she can go. Taking action is one of the most important steps in making sure your dreams stay bigger than your fears. A woman of high standards does not just dream, she does. She sets goals, creates a plan, and takes consistent steps toward what she wants. She understands that big dreams are achieved through small actions taken every single day. Even when she doesn't feel ready, even when she is scared, she moves forward. She knows that courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Time is another factor that stops people from chasing their dreams. Many women tell themselves that it's too late, that they missed their chance, that they should have started sooner. But a woman who refuses to settle understands that dreams have no expiration date. She knows that whether she is 20, 30, 50 or beyond, she still has the ability to create the life she wants. The only thing that truly matters is starting. A woman who keeps her dreams bigger than her fears does not let society's expectations define her path. She does not let cultural norms, outdated beliefs, or external pressure tell her what she can or cannot achieve. She knows that her dreams belong to her alone, and she pursues them with relentless determination. She understands that fear may try to hold her back, but her vision for her life is far too powerful to be stopped. When a woman decides to dream without limits, she becomes unstoppable. She radiates confidence, she inspires others, and she proves that fear is nothing more than a test of how badly she wants something. She shows the world that greatness is possible not because she was never afraid, but because she refused to let fear win. At the end of the day, the choice is simple: live in fear or live in possibility. The woman who chooses to let her dreams be bigger than her fears will always create a life that is bold, fulfilling, and extraordinary. And that, more than anything else, is what it means to be a woman.